Hey guys, Saturday, February the 24th of 2024. We're going to look at uranium spot price to see what's cooking. So without any further delay, let's get into it. So we know if you look up my YouTube channel, I do a monthly report, but things are kind of interesting now. So I figure I kind of get a little heads up before I do my February report. So far, I was saying watch out for 106-ish in change for possible resistance. Why was I picking 106? I'll show you right now. This is a Gann fan. You can see that this is the 45 and prices pierced the 1x2 right here and just kind of stalled at 106 and came down. So nothing really there. But if you take the low of what is it, $7.10 of 2001 and do a 45-degree scale chart 1x1. This is a 45 1x1 right here. We kissed it and pulled back. You know what this reminds me? Remember the movie The Matrix, when Neo was attempting to jump the building from one side to the other and they were like all excited, but then when he jumped, he just went straight down and fell. And like bounced right through the ground or whatever. And they said, yeah, every time they jump the first time, they always fail. It's the same saying with the 1x1. Every time you're far away from it and you come back right to it, most of the time you kiss it and fail. So this is one of those instances on the uranium spot price. In Twitter world, they say that, yeah, you shouldn't really do analysis on spot price because there's no sellers or whatever, their theory is. My theory is wherever there's price and time, there is possible for technical analysis. Sellers or no sellers, buyers or sellers or no sellers and buyers, wherever there's price and time, technical analysis applies. I digress. So the 45-degree caught it right and said, nope, you're not going above this line. You're going down. And so far, price action as of today is 95 and 70 cents. I guess uranium futures contract of UX1 is indicating that. So let's take that off. Let's do our Gann square from the all-time high to our current low range of 2016, 1850. This line right here is the 1/8 level, is the 106 and 46 cents. And uranium stalled right there. So I added some lines from there. This is the, I believe this is the 1/6, and it is below $96. The next level will be the 1/8 level, which is 92. So I have a target of between 96 and 92 for possible support on the uranium spot price. If that doesn't hold, then obviously this angle, and then you're going to deal with 77. So I'm going to go over this in detail. But I wanted to show you why we stalled here. There's no reason. I mean, what was it? January 12th, Kazatomprom, ticker symbol KAP, said that they have a shortage of production. And we got this nice big bounce, which I think is kind of a pump and dump. That's me. I digress. Pump and dump setup to get everybody, put some lipstick in the pig, high heels, get her all dressed up, and then get her ready for the slaughter type of deal. And they got everybody excited. Yeah, we're going to go higher, Bitcoin crew going to the moon. And then they sank it. So with that play, they got everybody excited, got it to 106. I mean, with the stocks, but we got to 106 here, and they got everybody in the equities to go long once they got the pump and dump set up for the Kazatomprom, shortage, scenario. Because if it was a shortage, why are we dumping? Why are we selling? Why is it going lower? If there is a shortage, doesn't make sense to me, but that's the way I think. So we got the 106. What the 106 was, 45-degree kissed, failed, Do the Gann square. We kiss fail. So now what are we looking for support? You could do the Fibonacci right here. You can even see that the 23.6% was the 105.74, and it was hovering around there from a different swing point. There was the 76.4% Fibonacci, which is at 108.43, and never kissed it there. Do the advanced support from the all-time high and the 2016 low. You have 96.98, and now it's below that. But if you get the low from the 2016 low to the current high, there is that 77. Can it get there? I don't know. That's the midpoint. Anywhere between 77 and 71, but that is a level that I'll keep an eye on. The Fibonacci ellipse that I monitor has something about maybe April, May, or if it continues pushing lower for a turning point, but that's early to tell, but that's something I'm watching. I know in CCJ, using the Gann waves, monthly waves, is possible turning point for April. So we'll see if it continues going lower, but that's something you want to, keep an eye on. The Andrews pitchfork, we hit the 75. This is a 50. This is a 25. So yeah, that makes sense right there. The 106. And that's pretty much it. Using the Gann square from this current low 2016 to the all-time high 2007, you have the 96. You have the 92. So anywhere between 92, 93, 96 could find support there. Could stall, maybe go sideways. But if 92 is taken out and this angle doesn't hold, your next level is 77, somewhere around there. Now taking it from the all-time low to the all-time high, you got this nice big support right here, which is 93. So let's see if that is going to hold right there. Let's see if that's going to hold right there. So let's go into the stocks and see what's cooking there. So here are the stocks. Let's start out with CAP and see what CAP is doing. As you can see, we are falling out of bed out of the the supply zone. It's at 440. This one's interesting because this one was talking about shortage or production or whatever, and is not doing too good. Supply zone is between 50 and 40, and now it is, as of the close, it is below that section. NLR could never at least stay in the supply zone of 75.02, and now it's pushing lower. Keep an eye on that level, which is 69. If that doesn't hold, chances are it's going to go test 67 all the way to 65. But so far, fail new high. What was this? January? Yeah. Reminds me of UX2, Uranium spot, failing the 45 right here. Next gen, popular stock, so far is above the supply zone. Let's look at the weekly to get a better gauge. Supply zone. So yeah, so there'll be a lot of support here if it gets down there. Especially here, if it at least kisses 656, that could possibly hold. But if not, you got 618. So this is a sweet area to accumulate if this area holds. If it gets down there, this would be a nice little area to accumulate. URG. Let's go into the daily. Penetrated the supply zone, which is the bear camp, on February 2nd. From there, it just retreated. It wasn't even thinking about, this one didn't even think about retracing it. This one just said, I am out. I am leaving this area. This is bear infested. And look at that, retreated down. Area to watch for URG will probably be that, $1.44 all the way to 131. Those are the areas I'll probably keep an eye on if it gets down there. I don't even have any indicators on this because this one is just ugly. It's just ugly. I'm just gonna skip this one. There's nothing there. Uranium, not uranium, Rio. Yep. Couldn't even get to the supply zone. So it's just kind of, not making higher highs, but not making lower lows. So far, let's see if this one takes out that low right there. If it pushes lower, then you got to watch out for this level right here. 51 and also 58 for targets to the downside. Yep. CCJ, this is the top dog right here. This is the top dog. The top dog right here. Cap News, Kazatomprom. I call it news production shortage. But really, what it really was? It was a pump and dump news setup. January 12th. World's biggest uranium miner warns of production shortfalls. Kazatomprom says sulfuric acid shortage impacting output. Boom. Get the pigs ready for the slaughter. Went up to 51.33. Slammed the axe. They put lipstick on her. They put a nice little, mini skirt, high heels. They got it all dressed up. Some perfume. She kept going up. Then the big man with the axe came in and slammed her down. Classic pump and dump. You can't even get any better than that. That's Wall Street for you. Bloomberg, everybody, yeah. They're all involved in that. Perfect pump and dump. There you go. There was shortage, didn't go up. What happened to Cameco, where they have a flood and that thing just skyrocket? Was that a flood? I'm trying to remember. Where things, got crazy. Shortage or whatever because of the flood that they had. I can't remember what year it was, but look at that. There's a shortage on one of the biggest producers. And they pump it on January the 8th. And by the 29th, they slam it down. You can't make this stuff up. I love it. It's just classical Wall Street. Sharks infested pool. Is anything positive around here? Yeah, you know what? I got some levels for you just in case. This area right here, 32 all the way to 35, could be an area. I'm also watching, using Gann's waves on the monthly chart April for maybe a possible turning point, a bounce. Could be a dead cat bounce, it could retest here and then fail and push low. I don't know, but at least a bounce. Maybe retest this high. Who knows? But I'm really, going forward in the future. We take baby steps here. So as of right now, and I was watching the 7-year cycle right here of November, and, it started stalling. What is this? This is, November. So from let's see, from right here to this candle, from this candle to here, you can say right here, that was the November 7th-year cycle. And from here, it started stalling. And from what it looks like, it's like, oh, wait a minute. We can't let people know about the 7-year cycle kicking in. We need to pump this up. They're already starting to unwind. We need something. This is me. I'm speculating. Not that this is facts. So I don't want people talking crap. But, from an outsider looking in, yeah, okay, boom, let's drop something. Some shortage. Pump it up. Get everybody to even go thinking we're going to the moon, unload. Because this doesn't look like price action that you want to unload. This looks like a price action you want to unload in here, but you need some kind of catalyst. And there was nothing cooking in the books or in regards to news to let you know when a Gann theory is a 7-year cycle, and it was right around here. And I was saying, watch out, the 7-year cycle came in, and look, we're below the 7-year cycle already. It just shows how things play out. UEC, I own the UEC and I sold it on January 2nd, right here. And right now we at where I sold it, maybe even below it or somewhere around there. Pump and dump news, Kazatan Prom, got everybody in. So if you bought here, you got to bait it. You got hooked. Now it's down here. Channel, broke it. This is your other channel right here. If you want to, if it's going to hold, targets would be that 684. Even the midpoint 476. However deep this is going to go, but you got baited right here. They gave you the banana or the carrot, and you took a bite. Uroy. This is the only thing I own of the uranium sector. This is the only bad boy I own right here. Uranium royalty. And it's not doing good. It hasn't even gotten to the supply zone. So I think it's the worst of the bunch. But since I got in at a good price, I'm holding on to it. I locked in profits on DNN, locked in profits on UEC. Got out of Cameco a long time ago. Didn't trade that move to the upside. And I'm just waiting to see how things going to develop. But yeah, if this doesn't hold 262, chances are you're going down to 181 all the way to 172. URNM, Sprott Uranium Miners, top gangsters, in my opinion. I mean, I'm joking. They're not like really gangsters, but they're the top sharks in the market. Same thing, explosion to the upside, now broken below the supply zone, which is 47.42, and now it's kind of hovering below it. I haven't done anything in regards to support, but you know what? This is let's see if we could put this here normal. This is a baby stock, so it's kind of hard to decipher. There's a target here of $71, but it didn't make it that far. So it's a baby stock. So right now, this is the supply zone from here to here, and it's below it. So just watch on guard here. Chances are I could probably get down to at least 41 to 41 and change, because you got a pivot load here, you got a pivot load here. So you could do a little rectangle area right here. Can it go down there? Yeah. And if that holds, maybe it could retest that high. URA failed the supply zone at the 28.49. Targets could be anywhere between this 25 all the way down to this lower channel of 22.18 if it goes that deep. But you take baby steps. 26, which is this one right here. And if that doesn't hold, somewhere around this angle from 22 upward. SRUU. Look at that. Below the 61.8, which is 24.20. If it's going to push lower, keep an eye out for 18.54. That's the 100 level right here. And this is a 61.8. And since this is a baby stock, you really don't have anything unless you want to go with this one. That would be really deep. 1667. But if you're using Fibbo levels, this is what you want to keep an eye on. And maybe there's other techniques, but I don't want to, waste time. DNN, one I sold on January the 2nd. First day of trading, got rid of it. This one's doing pretty good. There's a trend line holding right here. Let's see if it holds that. but definitely retreated the supply zone, which is $1.83. So this one is still, hanging in there compared to where I sold it. UEC, which I sold it around January the 2nd. It's January the 2nd, right here. It's somewhere close or even below. So this one, people locked in profit or started going short or just started getting stopped out. Whatever it is, they're just pushing it lower. And there's a trend line that's pivoting here. Let's go to week. Let's leave it. Let's open this up even more. I got to go to the monthly. Let's put this down. So from this high, which is what, 935, you pivot here, and there could be some support right there if you look at it well. From the high to this pivot high, you watch that trend line, see if that holds. But so far, I'm out of here. I'm just wanting to see what price action is going to bring. But if it goes deep enough, I might dip my toes in. But as of right now, I'm on the sidelines. I only hold UROY and just see what happens. Well, that's pretty much it. I am going to leave it at here. Just wanted to put my thoughts on the uranium sector. There's some weakness. Uranium futures and spot 106. That's the level. Put an alert. Put something to let you know if prices get up there and push higher. Then the bullish thesis remains. As of right now, we're in stall mode and it's pushing lower. And the bears, as of right now, are in control. I'm going to sign out. Hopefully you like this video, and I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on the uranium sector.